Okay, so here's the review. So the first one, they want to know which one has a positive slope. Right, so positive slopes go this way. Right, from left to right, they go up, and has a negative y-intercept. So this is a negative y-intercept, and this one's going up. So this is letter A, so this is line A. Right. The second one, you have to try all of these. I did show third period. You could put in your calculator and look at the table. And if you go to -12, you'll see 12. And if you go to -4, or if you plug in -4, you'll get 6 as the output. The only one that is not a true statement is number 4. Number 4, if you put in -5 for y is equal to -3/4 times 12 plus 3. This becomes 3, and -3 times 3 is -6 plus 3. Oh, -6 times 3. I forgot that's 9, -9. And -9 plus 3 is -6. So these are not equal. That's not a true statement. So that's that one. So this is line 1, this is 1, this is 4. All right, $12. The cost is $12.50 per shirt, plus the $16 for shipping. So this one is number 3. This one here, we start at 4, right? And we have a negative slope now, it goes down. So it can't be 2 or 3 because they both have positive slopes. And then if you check the other slopes, this is down 3 and right 5. If you go down 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you end up with a point out here that's not on the line. So it can't be that one. So you can cross that out, but just to show you, if you go down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then count over 1, 2, 3, you end up right here, and that's a point on the line. So that's 3. So this was 3. And let's go on to these. This one, we could say since the average rate of change is the same as the slope, we could say that it's equal to 5 because m is equal to 5. Okay? All right, this one we have to put in y equals mx plus b form, right? It tells us right here. All right, plus 3x plus 3x. So I get 6y is equal to 3x minus 18. Then we divide by 6, divide by 6, divide by 6. Y is equal to 1/2 x, 3 6 1 1/2, and 18 divided by 6 is 3. So my slope is 1/2, and my y-intercept is -3. So we start down -3, we go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, then we go in the other direction, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, and then we're going to connect these points. Okay, so that's that graph. All right, so in the table to the right, all these are +2, right? You add 2, you add 2, you add 2, add 2. And going this way, we have 9. You add 9 for that one, but this one is different, right? So that's 7, and this is 5. So we could say that this is not a linear function because the change in y is not the same. All right, and the last one. Jax is saving money to purchase a new video game. After 4 weeks, he has saved $80. So we have a point there, $4 in 80 weeks. And it tells us that he saved in 7 weeks, he saved $125. Right? So it says Jackson's total money saved can be modeled by a linear function of the number of weeks he has been saving money. Determine the slope, right? So the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which is 125 minus 80 over 7 minus 4. And this is equal to 45 over 3, which is 15. So they want to know what this 15 means. Explain what the slope means. Well, that means that he saved $15 each week. Okay, and then down here it says write a linear function. So what we're missing now in y equals mx plus b, we need the b. So I'm going to use the point 480. Okay, and I'm going to plug those in along with my slope, that is 15. So I'm going to put in 80 is equal to 15x. 15 and x is 4 plus b. This becomes 80 is equal to 60 plus b. Subtract 60, subtract 60, and this becomes 20. B is equal to 20. So now we're going to write this linear function, save t. You could write t, or you can write t of w, right, is equal to 15w plus 20. You know, I would accept that, and I'd also accept t is equal to 15w plus 20. Okay, and then I gave you a second sheet. I crossed that one out. So again, this one is a positive slope and a negative y-intercept. Okay, so which one's a positive slope with a negative y-intercept? It is number 3, right? Positive 1.5 and negative 4. All right, we'll skip that one. Again, the slope is the change in y over the change in x. So I'm going to put 1 minus 4, right? That's this one and this one. Over, and I have to be consistent. I have to put the negative 7 first minus negative 5. So this becomes negative 3. And then when you have two minuses together, you can make this plus, a positive, over negative 2. And a negative divided by a negative is a positive 3/2. So this one is 2. This one up here was 3. This one's 2. All right, so which of the following is the equation of a line whose slope is negative 5, and this is the point? So we could plug these into y equals mx plus b. Right? It's negative 2 is y. My slope is negative 5. And my x-coordinate is 7, okay, plus b. So this becomes negative 2 is equal to negative 35 plus b. I'm going to add 35 to both sides. B is equal to 33. So if we put it all together now, we say y is equal to the slope, 33. Oh, I'm sorry, the slope is negative 5, right? That's from the first sentence. Negative 5x plus 33, which was choice number 1. All right. Anastasia saving part-time job. She decides to deposit all her weekly earnings in a savings account, which originally had $225. After making deposits for 11 weeks, she has $665. How much money does she have? So she actually gave us 2 points, right? When she starts out, she has at time 0, she has this $225. And then after week 11, she has $665. Okay, so we can run through the steps, right? First thing we want to do is find the slope. The slope is 665, right? The change in y minus 225 over 11 minus 0. And this becomes 40. Now that we know that, we can put this into y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to use 0 and 225 because that's the easy, for some reason. Maybe it's not the easier one, but is equal to 40, right? The x is 0 plus b. So 225 is equal to, this becomes 0. So that's what b is. All right. Right? I mean, we didn't even have to. So we have this equation, y is equal to 40x plus 225. You want to know how much you'll have after 40 weeks? 40 times 24 plus 225. She will have a whopping $1,185. Okay? It passes through this line. Again, first thing I'm going to do is find the slope, right? 4, -3, and 6, 16, 6. So it's 6 minus -3 over 16 minus 4, right? This is equal to 9 over 12, which is 3/4. So now we have y is equal to 3/4 x plus b. And I'm going to plug in 6 and 16. So 6 is equal to 3/4 of 16 plus b, 4. So 6 is equal to 12 plus b. If we subtract 12 from both sides, we get b is equal to -6. So the equation will look like this. Y is equal to, the slope that we found is 3/4 times x minus the y-intercept, which is 6. Theo went to the bakery on a Saturday morning. He bought a cup of hot chocolate and some bagels. The hot chocolate cost $3.50 and the bagels cost 0.75 each. Write a linear function that models the cost of Theo's order based on the number of bagels. So the thing that's going to vary is the bagels. So it's 0.75 for each bagel, okay? And you have to add in the cost of the hot chocolate, which is $3.50. So that's a linear function that would model that situation. Now, I mean, you could write this also as C of B, right? So as the input B changes, the number of bagel changes, the cost is going to change. So here they're saying if you have 6 bagels, your cost would be $8. And they don't actually prove it or anything. They just want you to say what it means. So he bought 6 bagels and 1 hot chocolate for $8. All right, good luck tomorrow.